during the press conference, please. All right, first up tonight are the Virginia Cavaliers. They're represented by head coach Joanne Boyle, student athletes Dominic Toussaint and Jakira Brown. Coach, if you would, please make an opening statement.
I just thought it was a great game. I'm so incredibly proud of this team and just their fight, and just so much credit to Dawn and her team. They have an unbelievable team with a lot of unbelievable players, and obviously Asia can carry her own. And I'm just incredibly proud to have been the coach of this team this year. We just fought and believed in each other, and they really laid a foundation for what can be a part of this program moving forward.
So open it up just for the student questions for just student athletes at this point. If you would raise your hand, we'll get a microphone to you. Chris with the first one.
I know it's sort of hard right now, but laying that foundation and getting back to the postseason, what does that mean to you guys now that you can sit here and look back a little bit?
It means a lot. You know, we always want to pave the way for the people coming up behind us. But, you know, of course we wanted it for ourselves, but, you know, it still feels good knowing that we're setting a path for the future generations.
Other questions in the back? TV row.
Jakira, as a senior, what do you see as the future for Virginia women's basketball?
I mean, this group of girls that's here now, I mean, they're nothing but like hard workers, on and off the court, good people, and I think what Nikki said, just laying this foundation for girls to come. It's just a good atmosphere. I mean, just overall, it's just a great team.
Right here in front.
Nikki, you got it down to 3 points with your three-point play early in the fourth quarter. What were you and the team thinking at that point?
Just, we got this. You know, it was just confidence all the way through. There was no doubt in our minds that we couldn't win that game. So, you know, we were just hyped. Like, you could see from the reactions that we knew we were going to win that game. So, yeah, that's it.
Go back to Chris on the left.
For either one of you guys, how tough was it to defend Wilson in the paint, and what was she doing that was made her so effective?
I mean, we knew they were going to get the ball into her, so we tried our best to, you know, clog the paint. The guards were able to hit outside shots, and then we got into foul trouble early on, so they kind of put us in a different situation. But I mean, the way we fought the entire game is just like that's something to stick with me, because that's ingrained in us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to the front here.
Jakira, this was very much a road game. What was it like playing in this atmosphere?
We prepared ourselves. We knew that this atmosphere was gonna be like this, especially at this time, 9 p.m. But I mean, we knew coming in here with the defending national champs, we knew what we had to do, and we knew the crowd that was gonna be out here. We just had to come out here and play our games, and I think we did that. There's not much I can really say. Just we fought hard.
Yeah. I feel like that was the loudest crowd we've ever played against. So, yeah, much credit to them. 6 man.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Seeing none, you guys can go back to the locker room.
Shall we, guys?
Neat. We'll open up now for questions for Coach Boyle, right here in the front.
Joanne, Wilson took over the game at several different stretches. Have you faced a player of her caliber this year, or, you know, even at Virginia?
She's unbelievably talented. I mean, she can do it all. You know, she's like a point forward. She brings the ball down the floor. You know, tonight we didn't have an answer for the kind of the step back, you know, little 8-footer. You know, Fee can block shots on the block, but you know, she took her out a little bit and she hit a couple down there. We tried to crowd her as best we could. I thought we were late to some of that stuff. We got in early foul trouble. Really changed kind of what we were doing. Tried to just mix up as much defense as we could to just keep them off balance. And but she's, you know, if not, I mean, she's, to me, she's best player in the country. And we haven't played against everybody, so I'm just talking about the people I played against. But she's a talent.
Stand right, Pete.
Joanne, along those same lines, was this just Fee got into quick foul trouble? Did that just kind of take her out of what she could do and help out with Wilson?
Yeah, both Lauren and Fee. I mean, Lauren got him like boom, 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 and Fee can't. I mean, she can't go for. She can't play a whole quarter, and then Fee got in foul trouble. So we were just trying to scheme, really, trying to play a lot of zone. And I think it was the third quarter, we really had some miscues, and they got a couple offensive rebounds and just tried to stretch the lead. And I think that's where I become really proud about my team. Like, we did not quit. Like, they just kept coming back. And like you said, we had a couple 3-point plays, but we had too many turnovers at crucial times, for easy runouts and layups. Rebounding really hurt us tonight, put them on the free throw line. I mean, the things that we've talked about, and we weren't working with our full group there, sitting in that foul trouble all night.
Stay in the front right here.
Your team came into the season with a goal of making the tournament. After a slow start, you made the tournament and won a game here and then played well tonight. What do you think the impact of kind of this will be for the program going forward?
Yeah, I was telling them how, I'm just so proud of them because they did. We came up a little short last year, and they were so determined preseason and summer to reevaluate and reset that goal, and they did. And we really challenged ourselves in the non-conference with a really tough schedule, and we got off to a good start in the ACC. And then, again, another proud moment for me is we had a rough patch down the end when we had the Notre Dames and Louisville's back to back, and we could have just folded at that time. But every time they came out to practice, I just felt like the team kept refocusing on the team goals. No one ever pointed fingers. It was let's reevaluate, let's get back out there, let's get this going. And we found our way through the season and picked up a game in the tournament. And I think that you have to experience this to understand how hard it is to get here, and the feeling of being in it and winning a game, and you never want to go back. You just, now it's about what we do in postseason, what we do in the summer, and how to keep building on this momentum. And just so proud of them for setting a goal and achieving it.
Let's go over to the left, Chris.
Joanna, it looks like you and Dominique were talking about it, about the crowd and the atmosphere. What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, Dom said to me, they're crazy. But I think she meant that in a really good way. Just very loud. We played in some environments, over the last, the course of the time, like the Louisvilles, the Mississippi States, the Notre Dames, like they get loud, but there's a different volume down here. And again, that's credit to Dawn and this team and this community that have just done a great job of just building up, such support for her program. But I was calling, they couldn't hear me, and I knew that was going to happen. So we had to kind of limit some of our calls just because, the team couldn't hear us. But what a great environment to play in.
Got TV row in the back.
What can the younger girls on the team, like Dominique and Jocelyn, what can they learn from this senior class?
Yeah, so much. I said it to them in there. Seniors came to Virginia to do exactly what they did this year, and that was, one, to get a great education. I mean, they all came to get a great education, and they came to be part of building a program. And it took a little bit longer than any of us would have liked. But what I said to the underclassmen, what I'm so proud about the seniors is, a lot of times in this generation, if it's not working immediately, people think the grass is greener somewhere else. And this group stayed, and they committed and recommitted and recommitted and recruited to really sell what was possible here. And they stayed the course, and they never quit. And there was great leadership in that senior class. And so I told everybody how proud I was for them, because I think this senior class is so prepared to go into the real world. They have a skill set. They can fight through adversity. They can handle disappointment, and I think it's really important that young people, it's not always, the grass isn't always greener. And it's exciting that they committed to something, stayed through it, and saw it come to completion. And, we talked about I'm so happy that this group's going to be able to come back and be celebrated. The 2017 and 18 team can come back and be celebrated. Like when you come back for alumni weekends, like those memories that you continuously build. So it's more than just wins and losses. It's building a program, leaving a legacy, and letting other people take that and run with it.
Any other questions for Coach? Got one more in the back.
Have you thought about your future at all?
No, I was just worried about trying to beat South Carolina. That's it.
I know that your contract is close. Do you want to be back?
These are just some things that we're going to be talking about in the offseason. We have an unbelievable new AD in Carla Williams, and she's just been really very kind to just let us play out this season, and just no interruptions and no disruptions. And so that our whole focus has just been about this season.
Any other questions for Coach? All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.